collar just to show everybody what's happening with that. Here we go. This one is so magical. This next piece, I love, pardon the pun. I'm sorry, it's two hearts. I had to say that. Isn't it cool though? Look, Victoria's like, that wasn't even funny. Okay, so here's what happens. Just really take a look at the pendant. Now you do get the necklace with it as well. So there's a lot going on. So you have this beautiful sterling silver heart, and it's all in this silver scroll work. And then it has an inset of a carved amber heart piece. And look how voluptuous that is. Isn't that fun? It's playful, it's happy, it's bubbly, quite frankly. But that's a genuine piece of amber you're seeing in the other heart. Now, it has a split bail, and then the necklace is a series of round black agate beads that is all around the back of the necklace. You have a little dollop of turquoise on there, and then of course you have more amber beads as well. Can you bring... you have more amber beads as well. So you really, oh, thank you, love. Guys, I just wanted to show you really quickly. Doug, is this, I know we have a few left. Sorry, I'm being a little confusing, but I promised I'd show you and I wanted you to see. We gave you one quick look at this necklace, right? So here's the necklace and there was the pendant that came on with it. Came with it. I wanted you to see what it looks like if you put it on a collar. And by the way, this collar's on sale too. Isn't that neat? So just because I promised, I wanted to make sure you saw that combination. Isn't that cool? I think it looks great. Okay, sorry, back to this one. We have less than 200 left. The necklace itself is 18 inches. And then once again, you have a big, long sterling silver 2 3/4 inch extender on the back. The pendant's about 2 inches itself, and it's fun. Isn't that neat how well balanced it is too? For a piece that looks like it's sort of off kilter, you know, asymmetrical, it's so perfectly balanced on the neck. And oh my gosh, what a great gift to give. Do you just want to tell somebody you love them in a really spectacular way? Who wouldn't adore this necklace? I mean, you know, you're gonna love it. I know you do. Now watch this too. Just so you know, because I think this is important, it's gonna sell out. But look, I love the fact with any of Jay's items, you can basically, almost any of them, wear the necklace by itself. And what an elegant piece that is. You can take this and on that same collar that we just featured my big pendant on, oh, we're wrapping up, we could take this and put it on this and then put that in there and it's all great. But I have to wrap up so I can't show you. Sorry. Everything's sold out, so I'm kind of